Well, I know you've seen it in the news, the horror stories of what it is like to travel right now. Just absolute mayhem at the airports. Forget about your luggage, boarding delays, flight delays, trouble getting a rental car when you arrive at your place. I mean, it has just been a total and complete free-for-all and not a whole lot of fun. So if you have booked travel, you might be thinking of canceling it. If you haven't booked it, you might just be thinking of vacationing closer to home this summer. While there are tons of things to do, great places to see and to travel to, all within driving distance. And when I was thinking about this, I immediately thought of Rochelle LASH. She is, of course, a travel writer for the Montreal Gazette and beyond, Globe and Mail, and all over the place. And she's got the inside scoop on where we can go that's relatively close to home. Thanks for your time today, Rochelle.
Hey, Natasha. How are you?
Oh, my goodness. I feel like it's been forever since we've spoken. Nice to hear your voice.
Well, listen, you talked about places close to home, so I have 4 buzzwords for you to start our conversation, and the first one is Balconville, which is really close to home.
Yeah.
That way you avoid every possible hassle.
So all you need to enjoy Balconville really would be probably an umbrella for a little bit of shade, and either a 6-pack, a bottle of rosé, or, I don't know, a margarita, whatever floats your boat, right?
Yeah, exactly. Friends over, sit outside. Patience is keyword number 2. So, to beat the traffic, hang on for lineups at water parks. Reservations are a must wherever you want to go, whether that's lodging or just some kind of activity. And, of course, timing is everything. Before 7 a.m., if you can manage to drive to the countryside, cross a bridge, take Highway 15, please do it before 7 a.m. if at all possible.
Great tip.
And then price. Don't be surprised if your favorite resort activity is a little more expensive than it was last summer, because it's supply and demand, and it's very, very crowded out there. Still a lot of fun, but could be a little pricier than last year. And my last buzzword is ski areas. I know that seems a little weird in July,
Yeah.
but that's because our ski areas are really the center of high-action activity. And this is so much happening around Montreal. We have 75 ski areas throughout Quebec, and 45 of them have done enormous summer things. It's been happening for 10 to 20 years. Bromont and Saint-Sauveur were the originators with massive water parks and mountain biking. And now, almost every ski area has something trying to outdo their competitor.
Right.
Zip lining is huge if you want to rocket down a mountainside, hundreds of feet up in the air at going, 100 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure that's your style.
I would be into that. I would be into it as long as it's super safe. The height thing might be a little bit of an issue, but the speed part sounds fun to me. But I have to say, in all honesty, Rochelle, it's not something I think of, right? Like I know Saint-Sauveur has the way they have the tubing in the wintertime, they have the water slides and but it's not something like first and foremost on my mind to do in the summertime. So, but other people it is, right? Like it has caught on. This isn't like a secret thing. When you're talking about there's going to be lineups and make reservations, that applies to the ski areas, I assume?
Oh, yes, in a big way. You won't just be passing by and hopping on a chairlift for a scenic view. You need reservations for everything. Mountain biking is absolutely enormous, and you need reservations to use the trails. You need reservations for zip lining. There's literally hundreds of people lining up to zip line. And the water parks, they're simply no longer water parks. They're enormous amusement parks with a plethora of crazy and wild rides and new stuff at Saint-Sauveur, an enormous amount of stuff at Bromont, which calls itself the Mountain of Experiences. That's the actual formal name of Bromont. And
the Mountain of Experiences.
I know one place you cannot go this summer, and that's Quebec City, because the Pope is going to be there.
Oh, so forget it. Just cross that off the list, at least for those. The list.
I have friends trying to get a hotel for a few days after his visit. I mean, no way. So he's going to be there July 27th. So Quebec City's out for a little while there.
Cross that off the list. Does that also mean probably like surrounding area, like any of the attractions around there, like water parks or cycling areas around there, you can expect them to also be completely overrun for that week?
I think Valcartier, for example, which has a huge water park just outside of Quebec City, I think you're okay there. I think there's huge mountain biking opportunities at Mont Saint Anne. They have a lot of competition. It's a leader in mountain biking. I think you'll be fine.
Okay.
He's going to be speaking at the Plains of Abraham. I think the hotels are going to be, there's big, huge entourages and so on. I think the hotels are going to be stressed. So I think countryside is kind of split into laid back and high action. So the high action is zip lining, water parks, mountain biking is really high action. And there's a lot of laid back stuff, spa life. Spa Balnea, for example, in Bromont is just absolutely beautiful spa. Spa Eastman, I think you probably already know about it. It's the granddaddy. It's in the townships as well.
I've never been, but I've heard it's wonderful.
They have lots of cottages. They have lots of space. So it's good to try a bigger place at this point in time. And you can just, Sutton I love because it has so much variety. It has ceramic classes, 10 walking circuits, also a lot of action at Mount Sutton. They have disc golf, that's kind of frisbee into a basket sort of a thing.
Ooh, okay, that sounds cool.
But yeah, they've been trying to make disc golf into a thing because for several years real golf was waning. And now it's back up again, but disc golf's already taken off. We're speaking to Rochelle Lash. She's a travel writer, and she's given us the inside scoop on some places that you can get to and enjoy without having to take a flight or deal with the luggage being lost or whatever it might be. I'm coming back to your words, patience. So that was your second buzzword on the list, and you need patience for traffic, timing the lineups, making reservations. And then I also see you've done a little like a bucket list for kids, because for parents, man, and especially what's going on in the summer camps, we don't know one day to the next, what's going to be open, what's going to be closed. Most of the stuff for kids is staying open, Rochelle. It's looking like it's going to be a normal summer. And again, you need reservations? Very much so. I said bucket list for kids because there are new features at Point Calumet. It's the Super Aqua Club, and it's about nearly an hour from downtown Montreal, but it's just down the road for West Islanders and in the neighborhood of Oka and Rigaud, and there's a lot of new experiences there, a 3D light experience, and so I think that's kind of a bucket list destination if you've got kids. And then what, maybe for the adults, the bucket list might be the wine route and the beer route. I'd say so, centered around Dunham, and you don't have to drive. You can take a van ride. There's a shuttle, right? Yeah. Tootle around. They'll hit 3-4 brasseries in the same day, and you can sort of sample food and sample booze and, relax that way. There's a new farmers market at Mont Blanc up north, Saint Faustin. It was the place was sold last year, just before the ski season, and bought by Quebec company, and they're beefing up their summer activities. So every Sunday a farmers market. That's kind of nice and laid back. And in August, I think they're planning a rodeo. So if you like country music, line dancing, and possibly bull riding. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Sign us up for that, Rochelle, okay? Yeah, you don't have to actually do that. No? Just watch. Oh, well, I think it'd be pretty fun if you and I went bull riding. But anyway, give me, before we let you go, because I'm running out of time. I'm out of time, as usual. It all goes so fast. Give me your top pick. Like, your top pick for kids would be the Point Calumet with the new attractions? Yeah, and new things at Summit Saint-Sever, and definitely Bromont. Okay. They have a new thing called Divertigo, jungle gym type of climbing structure. Cool. With a free fall experience, climbing wall. The places have kind of exploded with creativity. Okay. And more and more and more. And then give me top pick for, say, a couple that wants to get away for a romantic weekend. Are we heading to the spa? Are you thinking townships and head to the spa? Bromont, Spa Balnea is lovely. Bromont has a lot of places to stay. I love Ripple Cove in Ayers Cliff. Very romantic, lakeside. big enough that they still might have space for you. And I get tons of requests about glamping and CPAC. The network of national parks has really the finest glamping experiences. Their cabins are impeccably kept. They have excellent information centers and lakes and hiking trails. Everything's beautifully maintained and very safe. So tree houses are also on the list, but a short list. A short list.
Okay. You are a wealth of information. It's so appreciated. Have a great summer if I don't speak to you before summer's done. And thank you for helping to give ideas for people to make their summer even better. Thank you, Rochelle.
Talk soon. Okay,
you take care. That's Rochelle LASH. She is a travel writer for the Montreal Gazette, Globe and Mail, all over the place. You can find her work